What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is vlog number 2, and it's been over a year. No, it hasn't. It's been less than a year since the last vlog. The last vlog was North Americans, but I'm back with Brandon. Mike White's here, and we have competitors at Junior Nationals here in Chattanooga this weekend. I have 3 guys going on the amateur side, and then they actually have a men's physique pro show Friday night that AJ is doing his debut. AJ and I won the national overall title in 2022, so now we're doing his debut, which we're both really excited about. But a lot's happened. We had our second child, Belle. She was born back in September, so a little bit right after North Americans, actually. She's almost 10 months old, so that's been awesome. We got some new tattoos and stuff too, as usual. But everything's been going well, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys the rest of this week. Man, I wish it was hot. I wish it was hot, not cold in here.
There's another gym right there too. It's
We're gonna do that shoulder press after.
Start up your engines, yeah, we just begun. I came from a place on the other side of the sun. You could try to walk in my shoes, it's not enough. A million people crowding around, I'm still the one, yeah. Second to none, ain't no places to run. One out of one, look at what I become. Brimstone on the tip of my tongue, cause I've been walking through the fire and we just warming up, yeah. I don't care about your...
I love that pose.
You see,
What are you gonna do with this?
this is my routine. So
Is it just routine?
just
Like if you're in comparisons, you're just gonna be like this.
as you request?
Thank you.
Yeah, so routine has come out. So we took away crucifix, all that. So it's just come out here, open, Ventura, into the back.
You could do the whole thing.
You want that? Okay.
That's money. Just like it's a picture in the morning. There you go. You just gotta push. Once your air's out, you just have to brace and push. Front double. Side chest. Face the rear, back double.
Oh yeah.
Close your arms a little bit. There you go. That looks good. Rear lat. There you go. Face the front. Side try. Up, and then abdominals and thigh. And most muscular. There you go. Abs. Good. All right, you need more food, bro.
You what?
You need more food. I mean, we have all day tomorrow, but you have 3.5 meals left.
2.5 meals.
The cream of rice is good?
Oh yeah.
Do you like the blend of the two?
Yeah, I do. It's like 2 meals in one. I love it.
Are you doing cream of rice and oats or something?
The cream of rice and rice.
Welcome back to the vlog. Today is day 2 in Chattanooga. Yesterday we went and trained with AJ, Ryan, Kenley, and Tommy, and then they went and posed. Everyone looks great. Today's one day out. I actually want to talk about my process a little bit before we get into the next part of this video, but with 4 people competing in a week all on the same day, it's a lot. So, you know, a lot of coaches ask me usually, like, how do you manage that? And I'm a big believer in having systems. You know, a lot of this stuff is really well organized at the beginning of the week. That allows them to have like a big sigh of relief, you know, pull the stress off of them as much as possible. I'm not somebody that makes people do like, you know, meal by meal check-ins like multiple days out. We're usually doing that around one day out, and that's what I like to do because I do think it de-stresses the athlete. And people have a lot going on, you know, 3 days out, 2 days out. They end up having to travel, late minute appointments, and if they can't get a check-in in, the last thing I want to do is stress an athlete out. So I opt for doing that when we are about 1 day out from the show, and that's been really good. So that's what I'm doing with the guys today. They're checking in every 2 hours, eating every 3 hours, which is also something that's really nice. I think a lot of coaches forget about some basic physiology when it comes to gastric emptying time. So like the time it takes food to pass through your stomach. And you don't want to be checking in with your athletes too quickly because then you're feeding them without seeing the effects of the previous meal. I always do that, and I think that's a great way to really have good control over the whole day. And I send them a nice schedule, 2 days out at night. Tells them estimated times we're going to do meals and check-ins. That way everybody's nice and organized. And then as a coach, if I'm not physically here with them, it allows me to be back at home and I can, you know, say, okay, everybody's checking in at 9 a.m. So I know at 9 a.m. to like have my desk cleared and be able to sit and, you know, work and take a look at them. So that's a nice little tidbit there of how to peak multiple people in a week without feeling stressed out about it. So now I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people actually don't know about. I'm really just like my close circle of friends know about it. And it was, I had a traumatic pec injury back in March. So I had a complete rupture of the pec tendon that attaches into your humerus, and that completely tore off the bone. I also tore the pec at the sternal head, and the clavicular head. So it was a really big pec tear. I was flat benching 315 when it happened. I mean, that thing was like a big pop. What you guys have seen on Instagram with how that injury works, that's exactly what happened to me. I went and did MRI the day of the injury. One of my doctor friends got me in for a stat MRI. My tendon was retracted 15 centimeters. And to put this in perspective for you, a bad injury is 3 centimeters. And that's something that took me by surprise because, you know, in the moment, it was a lot of adrenaline. And honestly, it didn't really hurt all too much, even afterwards. I mean, to be honest, I went on vacation 2 days after it happened. But it didn't hurt too much, only when I was trying to put shirts on and stuff. I was able to get surgery 5 days after I got hurt, thankful to a couple of my friends here in Michigan and Motor City Orthopedics is who did the surgery, Dr. Bach. And they did a phenomenal job with my repair. I was in a sling for 6 weeks. That had to keep me immobilized because of how severe my tendon was retracted. That meant that they had to go in and stretch the tendon really far. So they really just wanted me to, you know, be as calm with it as possible. But I was working out 2 days after the surgery. I had bought a bike erg at home and started moving right away just because I knew I could use this as an opportunity to get like diet back in check, you know, get my training consistent with cardio still and keep, you know, actually it was a good time for me to really focus on like zone 2 training because I was able to do that really well. And then about a week after the surgery, I was back in the gym. I was doing one arm, you know, leg stuff. So like lunges, RDLs, machines like leg extensions, leg curls, leg presses. And my recovery's been really smooth. I did put together a very intensive protocol with peptides, and I believe I you know, the way I was communicated with the PT and the doctor was that I sped up my recovery by almost 2 months. I'm only 12 weeks post surgery right now, and I'm back to doing push-ups, chest presses, shoulder presses, burpees, ski ergs, with really no pain at all. And that's a really good sign. It's not so much pain in the movement, but the days after, not having any pain is really good and very important. So that's been great, and we're 12 weeks now. I was signed up to do High Rocks New York City back in May. Unfortunately, I had to cancel and not be able to compete. There is a race in Chicago in November. I don't know if I'll be fully ready for that. I'm just kind of taking that day by day. I am training for it in anticipation to maybe be able to do it, but if I can't, it's no big deal. I'll focus on doing something next year. But that's, you know, one of the things that I didn't really talk about it much because I see how people react to injuries online and the disingenuine communication that people have, and the, you know, I hope you feel better type ordeal, but I haven't talked to you in, you know, 3 years. I don't know if that was something I really needed at that time. And really all I cared about was just my close circle of friends knowing, and, you know, that's really the support I needed. And thankfully, you know, my Dina was just amazing throughout the whole thing. My wife, really supportive, made sure everything was smooth, and she's a nurse practitioner as well, so she really gets it. And, you know, at the same time really understands that, like, speeding up my healing was really important, and, you know, that was something that she was really on board with, and I did everything I could, and now I'm healthy and, you know, thankfully working out great. And, you know, we're gonna get a High Rocks workout in here, which hopefully we grab some clips of if they let us film. So thank you guys, and I'm gonna be posting more details about this on my Instagram. And then I am going to actually do a free masterclass on my entire case study, which I'll post more details about. And it's going to be completely free to attend. It's going to be a live lecture, and I'm going to go over my injury from start to finish, everything that I did to heal, and just all the application of it all. So stay tuned for that. Look out for that on my Instagram, and you guys will get more information. Let's do your front double. Side test. Back double. Face front, add the thigh. And then favorite classic. There you go. Just remember, don't twist too much.
Blow all that air up.
There you go. Face the rear.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Good jab step. There you go.
Hard on the belly, yep.
All right, we are at the convention center. Everybody's checking in today and tans. So Kenley just got tanned, AJ's getting tanned, Ryan's coming, Tommy will be here, and they'll all get checked in, and we'll probably take another look at everybody and then be done for the day and then see what tomorrow brings. Push out your abs. There you go. You feel that difference or no? That's a big difference, bro. That's like, that changes the whole look. Do it in the mirror. Look at yourself. You see what I'm talking about?
Like that.
Yeah. Watch.
So this versus this.
Yes, now push out. Boom. Look at that, bro. Stand up nice and tall. Yeah. There you go. You look great. Hey guys, it is show day today. We're just getting ready. I got to look at all the guys this morning. Everybody looks great. AJ's still sleeping. His show's not till later, like 6 o'clock. The pro show is after finals and is a rolling show. So they'll do the prejudging first and then right away roll right into finals, which is nice because then his show's not going to be too long. But Kenley goes first with bodybuilding, then Tommy will go, and then Ryan will go. So that's kind of the order of events today. I think it's 7 right now. We're probably going to head over to the venue around 8. So it should be good. I like to get these guys like 2 meals. So everybody kind of got up a little bit early, like 5:30ish, so that I could feed them a big first meal and then carry that over into, like a second meal that's probably a little bit smaller, but enough to feed them. I think a big mistake that a lot of people make is they're scared to feed on show day. I think that's a very common mistake a lot of coaches make because their client wakes up really good and they don't want to, jeopardize that, which is understandable. But the thing that a lot of coaches also forget about is at these national shows, you're spending a lot of time backstage and you're spending a lot of time just sitting around. I think you could get away with 1 meal for like regional shows, but at these, national shows, these pro qualifiers, and then like these pro shows with like AJ going really late, a lot of people mess that up, and they wake up looking great, and then people are like, what happened? Why did it fail? Why did the look change so much? A lot of it's just because you're a little scared to feed. That was one thing that, like, when I joined Cam Jansen, Matt kind of taught me that right away. It was like, just don't be scared to feed on show day, and you got to feed your guys hard sometimes. Most of the time that shit works out great every time. So everything should be good. Looking forward to seeing them on stage. We won't be able to get any footage on stage. Brandon's on a no-fly zone, so we're not going to be getting anything probably over there. Maybe a little bit of vlog clips and stuff afterwards, but we're probably not going to get much of the stage, which is okay. And then we'll do a little recap after prejudging and see how things go.
Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Face the back. Wow. There you go. That's how you gotta hit your back pose. Whatever the fuck that feels like, it needs to feel like that.
Okay.
Go ahead. Breathe out hard. Push the abs out. This is perfect, bro. Go to the back. That's so probably illegal. There's no way that's like up to code at all.
But it's okay because it's a water line.
It is a water line,
So
so
it
it's,
gets on fire,
yeah. Looks great, bro. Feel good?
Yeah.
Go, just grab your weight for me real quick, please.
What's that?
Your weight. So we just got to AJ's hotel. We just finished up prejudging. Went well. Kenley looked great. Ryan looked great. Tommy looked great. Everybody looked awesome. We had Ryan first call out on maybe like in the 5th position. Honestly, I think it was Ryan's best look to date. He definitely was probably the fullest, tightest, driest I've ever seen him. So really good peak. I mean, as a coach, it's kind of like what you'll have control over. I don't really know what the flavor of the month is for the judges, so kind of working off of that. But that looked awesome. Kenley looked really good. Kenley was really happy too, which is always a nice thing to see after a prejudging for a coach. Kenley, I have in the 2 spot, maybe just a little bit of a thickness issue with the guy that probably beat him, but we'll see tonight. I think Kenley looked really good, dry, full. Got harder as he posed, so it looked really nice. And Tommy looked great as well. Tommy's main show is Universe and Masters Nationals, so that's our main target, and looking at those. So just came here to get some stage time, national time, get in front of judges, and have some fun. His wife is also competing at the pro show the next day, and they do like to enjoy competing together, so that's a great thing for them. And then AJ, we just are at his hotel now. We took a look at him. He looks great. Really happy with how he's trending. He actually hit a prep low today, so even better, right? So now we're gonna see how we can hold that, because his show starts after the finals is done. So maybe like 6:30 p.m. I'm assuming maybe he'll be on stage, and then it's a rolling show. So it'll be prejudging. They'll take him backstage. They'll call out the top 10, and then the top 10 will stay and then finish up the show. So that'll be really quick tonight. But he looks great. It's going to be a really strong pro debut for him. I'm very happy. It's been a really smooth prep too. But we'll see. We'll see how things go and shake out, and we'll probably give you guys another update. Hope maybe before finals or maybe just after finals. We are headed to finals. We're going to see everybody real quick. Everybody's been sending me pictures for the last little bit, which has been nice. And then AJ's getting ready. He looks really good. His weight's actually held the whole entire day. Yeah, he woke up a prep low, which I think I might have said already, but he woke up a prep low, which was 179, and he's sitting at 180 right now. He's had 4 meals. He's had probably about like 1.5 liters of water today. He looks really good, really tight. So excited for him to do his debut. Kenley will do his routine tonight because he's in the top 5. Ryan looks great, got sharper. I do think people just tend to get sharper after prejudging because kind of nerves, cortisol, adrenaline kind of falls off, and then we do get a little bit of a better look for finals usually. But that's just the name of the game. And I think Ryan will have a good package for finals. Ryan's going to move on to Universe after this, and then we'll see what his feedback is here. If it's things we can fix in 2 weeks, then great. And then we'll recap with that. So we will catch you guys after the pro show, hopefully with a really good update about AJ. And I look forward to just seeing how he looks. Yeah, a little bit.
Need some light on me, brother.
Come closer. That's good.
Get closer.
Yeah, fully agree. Definitely not, don't overlean there.
Yeah.
Let me see. All I want to see here, can you just try taking that right arm and just turn the palm slight other way? Right there. I just feel like, you see how
Yeah.
the bicep kind of just fills out a little bit?
Reset and try again.
It's the smallest little thing, but I've noticed that if you overdo the internal rotation, we actually lose some of the bicep fullness, and I'd rather keep it a little more because your shoulders are full to stop. Yep, there it is. Go ahead and face the rear for me. Good transition there. Hold that right there. No more, no less.
Face the front.
Turn back to the front for me.
Breathe out hard. There you go. That looks great. You're good, bro. You can put your shirt on. Yeah, just put your shirt on. We are wrapped up here at Chattanooga. We had Ryan finish 5th place, Kenley finished 2nd place, and then AJ was center of 3rd call out, so I don't even know what that puts him, but there was like, I think 34 guys total, pro the pro leagues and the pro shows, it's different, and I try to tell people that it's not gonna be like the national stage and things like that, because it's fast and it's a lot of really good guys, right? And it's hard to see all those people at once. So personally, I'm a very upfront and honest coach. So, I'll tell an athlete, like, I think this could have been better or whatever, but with a mass amount of people there is, and I do think AJ might have got a little overlooked just because there's so many people. He was a middle group in the comparisons. He's a new face, it's a pro debut. So we're gonna go to Tampa. So I did get his feedback from Joe Paluska, who's a phenomenal judge. And he just said that his back needed to be a little bit denser, which I think was a posing issue. So I do think we have that. It's just his back posing wasn't the best on stage. But AJ felt great. He had a really good day. He was happy with his look. Everything looked awesome. So we'll go to Tampa. We'll see what's up there. To be honest, Tampa might be my next vlog. So we'll probably update you guys then. But no, it's been fun to do this again. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that ends up looking like. Ryan's gonna do Universe. Tommy's doing Universe and Masters divisions. He just, did this to have some fun, get some stage time. And then Kenley, we're deciding. We don't know yet. We might do USA's, maybe, or maybe shut it down and just focus on growing. So we'll see. And that's it for Chattanooga. And thank you guys for tuning in. I super appreciate you guys watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.